On September 19, 2024, investigators responded to a police department in Outagamie County, Wisconsin, to investigate an officer for questionable content being downloaded and viewed on his phone.
These gentlemen need to speak with you.
Hey, morning. How are you doing today? This is Officer Meyer. This is Officer Cole of Kaukauna Police Department. We just need to talk to you for a little bit, okay? About an investigation that we have. These guys are going to talk you through a couple of things, and we'll get you going in the right direction, okay? All right. So just, we want your compliance. Can you just put your hands out to the side? Perfect.
Thanks, All right, we got a vehicle outside, okay? Can we get this stuff off?
Yeah. When I just take it off and set it right on the ground right now. Do you have any weapons on you at all?
No, that is nothing.
You want to just take your belt keepers off and pop your belt off. The keys that are on your duty belt there, are those the keys for your car and your home, or are those just for your squad car?
They're for the squad car.
You have anything else in the pocket? But I'm gonna reach for anything, but
I have gloves in this pocket.
okay.
We're just going to take those out and set them on the mat, okay?
Yeah. And there should be a zipper.
Is it really inside there?
Yeah.
Do you have an off-duty carry or a secondary handgun, either in your vest or on your ankles? Okay. We'll explain a little bit more here.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, and I know you're nervous, but we'll get you through this, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an undertaking.
I know. Yep.
We'll explain it all here, bud. All right.
Just go nice and
This is a
slow.
van right over there.
Right, been in the two spots here.
So, Owen, I know you have a lot of questions, but just for, kind of how this goes for your safety, for our safety, this on, right? We are going to explain it all here in a minute, buddy, all right?
Yeah. Obviously, this is a lot.
You know how this,
And probably,
you're going to be really cooperative, we know that, but we just got protocol that we got to follow, okay, guys?
Keep you safe, keep us safe.
right now, seems like I'm getting arrested and losing my job and everything at home.
So
So,
there's a lot of things going through your mind right now.
yeah, plus the reputation here with my work people.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to try to keep that as quiet as possible.
So,
Well,
give us
too late now
a
for
seat
that.
here, buddy. All right, Owen. So, kind of take us in stages, all right, buddy? Just take some deep breaths. We're just looking for some cooperation here. So this is part of. I'm Lucas Meyer, an officer with Kaukauna Police Department. This is Officer Matt Cole. He's with Kaukauna PD. That's Lieutenant Corey Krieger. He's with Kaukauna PD. It's part of obviously an investigation, Owen. Looking for some cooperation here, bud. I guess to start with, at this point, where is your phone?
It's inside in my
Okay.
locker.
In your locker?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have,
Are your house keys and truck key or
Everything's in my locker.
everything's in your locker? Okay.
I mean, am I getting arrested?
so right now, Owen, you are being detained.
Okay.
You're not free to leave.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm going home, not working anymore.
Yeah. So
We start applying for new ones. Apparently.
That's obviously not our decisions to be made, right?
This is
We just-
nothing to do with Nina PD.
Okay.
Nothing to do with Nina PD.
And Lucas will speak to you later. We just have to really figure out some things and get some questions answered. But obviously, a van outside of your place of employment is not where we'd like to do that. Okay. So before we get into the thick of exactly what's going on, we'd like to just get some things in place. Like Lucas said, we want to try and get some of your personal belongings and bring them with us.
Okay.
Okay. And then the plan is to go to our police department in Kaukauna and kind of get away from this immediate area, and then we can have the conversation there. So I know it's not going to answer your questions and get you things figured out, but it'll just be a lot easier and smoother for us to just kind of go about it that way.
Yes. You guys bring me back here afterwards?
Yeah, we can.
One step at a time, Owen. One step at a time.
Okay, so I'll be going into jail. From what it sounds like.
We're gonna.
Yes.
So just for a few more things out here, Owen, and but we just to this point now, one step at a time. We have some other kind of investigators inside now, and
So obviously you know how a lot of this stuff works. So I like to be open and honest, but we've still got to figure things out before anything is determined.
right.
Okay.
Can I be told what's being?
So you probably have 1,000 questions.
Yeah.
Right. And again, Lone, like you know how this goes. We obviously 100%. We want to have those conversations with you. Kind of let you shed some light on a few things for us as well.
Okay.
But again, one step at a time. So right now.
Okay. I mean, if we have to go to your PD.
Yeah, I think
as long
just
as-
for your sake, Owen, right? Get out of here and.
Right.
just
If
get away.
I guess if I'm coming back here, will you guys bring me back? Because I have no other
Yeah,
way.
We're not gonna leave.
we're
you.
not going to leave you high and
Okay.
dry. We're going to work with you. Like Lucas said, we're hoping to get your cooperation and help shed some light. Excuse me. On kind of the information that was presented to us, and then from there we'll kind of figure everything out and get things turned out. All right.
Then, like you guys said, lots going through the head.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Extremely confused.
Yep.
and-
No, and we hope to fill in all those gaps, and,
Yeah.
and if hope you can fill some gaps in for us as well.
Yeah, I can try.
We'll get there. We'll get there one step at a time here.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, 3 coworkers seeing.
And I apologize about that. I don't.
I know you guys can't control it, but it's gonna ruin a lot of things here. So.
Yeah, the timing of that couldn't have gone any worse, and I do honestly, sincerely apologize that
I get it. You guys can't control it, but
All right, Owen. So kind of next step here. So before we leave, so we do have a search warrant for your phone. Okay. Part of that search warrant, Owen, we can compel what's called biometrics. Okay.
is it right now? Am I going to jail today?
honestly, and so again, you kind of understand a lot more of this than most people do. It's a possibility. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, you're being detained right now.
Right.
We're really hoping that you can just assist and shed some lights on things, and we can figure some stuff out, and then we'll cross that
Yeah,
bridge.
and I'll do what I can. But
Okay.
Yep.
And just so you're aware, so there's going to be another investigator that we're working with that's going to kind of take my spot.
Okay.
His name is Eric Volan, and he'll introduce himself. I think he's going to kind of literally take my spot here in the van, and then Lucas and Eric will.
Okay. I hate to bother. Is there any shot you guys can get me like a water or something?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes,
Super dry
One
mouth.
in here, yep. With absolute PD,
Yeah,
for sure.
sounds
I
good.
think this is Eric here, and assuming he comes in here, I can see if I can get you that water now.
There's no rush. It doesn't have to be an inconvenient, but
No, I get it.
mouth dries up quick.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, this is Eric. His name's Eric Volan.
Okay.
Hey, I already kind of introduced you or who you are, and that you're going to be taking my spot here. So
Cool.
Owen at least knows that that's the plan. He's asking for a bottle of water. I'm going to see if I can't get him one here.
Sure. That's fair enough.
So I'm not sure how quick you guys are hoping to leave, but that's kind of where we're at.
Okay.
So I'll hop out and grab my stuff out of here.
Yeah, maybe turn the van on and keep it warm in here. Hey, Owen, my name's Eric Boland of DCI. I'll show you my credentials here. So I'll just tell you, Owen, I haven't drawn any conclusions about this. I'm kind of like a third party in here, but we collectively have a lot of questions for you, and there's a lot of unanswered questions that I'm hoping that you might shed some light on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So obviously you're much younger than I am, so people your age probably have a lot more social media accounts that I may have. So what I've heard of people having, like, how about like a Reddit account? Do you have a Reddit account?
I might. It would probably be. I know I've been on it.
Okay, you've been on Reddit?
Yeah, I don't know if I've made an account or whatnot. I don't know what the username would be.
Okay.
That I apologize.
And I'm just throwing stuff out there so that when we look at your phone, it really
Yeah.
kind of confirms
No.
what you're telling us here, so we know what we're looking for.
Right, right.
So other popular apps might be like Discord.
I don't think I might have had it installed for like a day or two.
Would that be on your new phone?
No. It would have been installed on that phone, but it wouldn't be.
You haven't used it at all?
No.
Okay.
No. Like Discord, I think, or like Reddit. Like do a Google search for something. And Reddit does reviews, so it would be on there.
Okay. Trying to think of some of this Telegram.
Yeah.
Do you have a Telegram account?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I don't know the username. I think it's under my email or phone number.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you use that account for?
Probably stuff I shouldn't.
Okay.
I just honestly here, it's used to keep pictures of females that are not my girlfriend.
Okay.
I saw the ICAC thing on your phone there, so I assume it's in relation to that.
Yeah, and I can fill you in on that. Since you brought it up.
Yes.
So it has to do with electronics and phones and internet activity.
Mhm.
Okay. I think we both know, what some of this is about, but it has to do with your online activity.
Okay.
Okay, so we're trying to get to the bottom of it, just to make sure we're on the same page. If you have some type of explanation or reasoning or rationale about it, like some of my concerns, the reason that we get involved in this is, like make sure that these things, there's not production cases, sextortion,
Right.
essentially exploiting kids, things
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay? If there's like things that are on your phone that just merely just images or videos,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But my major focus here is one of my main concerns is that this isn't being produced somewhere. You have access to
Right.
kids, you selling stuff, kids
No.
being victimized,
No.
things like that. Okay. So with that being said,
Right.
I think we're on the same page, and we can fill in some of the details on how we got to this point. But if there's stuff that's on your phone that, like you just acknowledged, that probably you shouldn't have, let's just get that out of the way, and then we'll slowly just chip away at how we got to this point here.
Yeah. There's nothing inherently I know that is like I guess child.
Okay.
Right. Like if I hate this as being recorded and probably open records for my girlfriend to look at or that.
We're just trying to get to the bottom of this and answer some questions here and kind of fill in some of these gaps.
Like I know it's
I'm not going to be telling your girlfriend about any of this stuff, so that's going to be a conversation that you may have with her at some point.
yeah.
But you understand what some of the concerns are when we deal with
Oh,
kids.
I understand.
And with ICAC, Internet Crimes Against Children, is for me, that's one of my major concerns.
Yeah.
But we come across other
I
instances as
agree.
well. We want to make sure that kids locally aren't being victimized, sextorted, exploited, things like
Yeah.
that. But I don't think we're dealing with that type of situation here.
No.
It sounds like you might look at some stuff or view some stuff, share some stuff.
So I personally I don't want to make a good face here, but like the kids and whatnot, I don't that's a concern for me too.
Okay.
So I'm sure you guys are well aware of kind of what's been going on.
Well,
there's
I haven't been making any assumptions here, and I'm not here to judge anything. So this is the first time I met you.
yeah.
The only thing that I think Lucas knows is just what we've been provided by some of these social media companies. So it's our job to follow up and try to get to the bottom of this and make
Right.
sure that this stops, and that this hasn't been escalated to the next level here.
No.
So when you refer to what's, I'm sure you know what's going on. What is that referring to?
So it's a website called Mega.
Okay.
And they have links that people have created on there.
Mm-hmm.
And on those links, there's different pornographic videos and pictures and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know there's links out there that are of underage people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, when you get sent the link, I'm probably gonna get myself in a load of crap here. but when you get the link, it doesn't say what's on it. So if you search it, you don't know what's going to be next.
Okay.
So like when I do that, if I would go to search it and then see like the underage, like close out of it and move on. I don't report it. I don't do anything. I probably should,
Okay.
but I don't report it or anything.
Okay.
I just close out of it and don't go back in.
Okay.
Because I know we're on kind of different wavelengths here, but the kids and stuff is a concern of mine too. It's not something I like. Like I don't like seeing kids like that.
Sure.
So I try to keep everything like at a legal
Okay.
age.
Sure.
Um,
So I'm a little familiar with Mega,
mhm.
and I'm familiar with what you're referencing, the links. So you receive links or you search links on Mega, you click on them,
Mhm.
and what type of content are you looking for when you're searching for these links?
I mean, it's probably gonna sound messed up, but like, I guess when I'm looking for something, it's stuff that's not like easily accessible, I guess.
Okay.
Like not your normal Google search on whatever website.
Okay.
But
So what would be an example like of a search term that you type in?
so I guess I don't type it in, but like, I don't know. I guess it's probably weird, but nothing you guys haven't heard. It's like out in public, like at a beach or something,
Okay.
like something like that, I guess.
Okay.
And then I get like the links will have like that on it,
Okay. They'll have what on it?
like the people on a beach having intercourse.
We're talking about porn here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess with that, like if say I'm looking for that and then this link is there and you go to hit search, excuse me, and then like it might be a underage video. So then if I would see that, I would click out and
Okay.
just kind of not pay any attention to it.
When you talk about underage videos, so we're on the same page, so I'm hearing you correctly here, you're talking about maybe a child that's engaged in a sex act or that's without their clothes on, sexually provocative position.
Yeah, it's not intentional.
Sure. So you've seen some of those on those links?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you've seen something like that in those links?
Oh, I don't know. It's been quite some time. I haven't really been using
Like within the last week or two?
probably within
Within 2 weeks?
2 or so, yeah.
And are you using your phone?
Yeah.
How many images or videos is your phone going to show that you accessed since, let's say, Christmas? Oh, probably content similar to that.
I guess I don't know exactly what it all shows,
Okay.
like for access wise. I mean, I've clicked on.
When you're clicking on stuff on your phone, okay, it's going to make a record, right? And I'm just trying to get a ballpark here idea of how much content you're involved with here. So let's say I'm just using the benchmark as Christmas or the first of the year. Let's say the first of the year. So it's about 3 months. And your phone's gonna have a record, and I'm looking to just for your honesty in here of how much time we have to dedicate to this, right? There's a record of the links in the videos that you're accessing or that you're viewing. Okay?
I guess.
Is this gonna show, you tell me,
I don't know, ballpark, maybe like 30 or so links being clicked on.
30 links?
Like,
Would that be mega links?
yeah.
Okay.
Since then, it's probably a rough ballpark guess. I mean, sometimes it's one, sometimes it's looking for others.
Okay. So sometimes this link might have one image, right? Or it might have as many as how many?
I don't know, like 300.
Okay. And 300 images of children?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So let's just
So I guess
narrow down here. About 30 links. And some of the links that you said
they
you
might,
clicked on may contain children,
but not.
but not all of them are.
Right.
So since the first of the year, how many images or videos of children without their clothes on have you seen since the first of the year? Just ballpark. More than 10?
Probably.
More than 20?
Let's see, 20 or so.
20 or so?
Yeah.
What's the last image that you remember? What's one of those images show up or videos show?
I guess, like I said, I haven't really clicked into them and watched a lot, but I guess there was one I've seen before where it's a girl and she's using a dildo.
Okay. Is it a video?
Yeah.
How long is the video about?
I'm not sure.
And does the girl have her clothes on, clothes off, or something different? Clothes off. And does it look to be like, what's the setting there? In a bedroom, a bathroom?
Bathroom.
In a bathroom. So a girl's got a video. How old do you think the girl is?
And I thought she was 18 or so.
Okay. We're just talking about images or videos of kids under the age of 18.
And that one, she's probably close to, like, I don't know, I guess I've seen, like, that one, on the link it shows like when you click into it after you search it, and it shows all the videos, it has like a still image of what's in it.
Okay. All right.
And that one stands out because I've seen it in more than one different link before. She's probably like 16, 17, I would say.
Okay. All right. Well, let's work back the other way then. So give me an idea of like some of these links that have images or videos. Let's say since the first of the year, how many children, or I should say, how many infants do you think have been in some of these images or videos?
Not many. Like I try to click out once I see.
Not many being less than?
Probably less than like 10 or so.
Less than 10?
15, yeah.
Okay. Let's go a little bit up above that. How about like after infant would be like toddlers, in that 2 to 6 year old range?
Yeah, I guess same kind of thing.
It's less than 10?
Yeah, because I just right away click out.
And would those be videos as well?
Yeah.
I mean, usually, is it boys, girls, both?
Both.
Involved in some type of sex act?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got infants, we got toddlers, and then that age group of, let's say, above 7 or 8, like a little, like the prepubescent, I might call it, like just before they hit puberty, within the last, since the first of the year. How many of those videos have you seen?
I guess, what do you mean by seen? Like,
Or that
on
you've
the
watched?
link, or that I've
that
went in?
regardless of how you access them or seen them, whether it's through Kik, Telegram, or a Mega Link.
Do you mean like that I clicked in and watched, or just saw like the still shot scrolling through for?
Let's say that you clicked in and watched.
Clicked in for that age, I don't think any.
Okay. But you have clicked and watched infants and toddlers?
No.
You've seen them.
Just seen them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once I see that, I click out.
Okay. All right.
You ever put anything onto like a thumb drive or any other storage device?
No.
Nothing like that?
Okay, so my partner is calling over to one of my other partners who has her phone, and we can try to work on accessing the Telegram account, accessing the Kik account, and things like that. Okay? You good with going through some of this stuff?
Sure.
I mean, this just breaks it down by individual user who you're having chat conversations with.
Yeah, I know none of these people.
Okay. But this goes back to Kik here. And instead of in the group setting, all in one big mess, this kind of breaks it down.
Okay.
You ask, what do you got? This person says, I got CP link, rape link, and so many types of links. What do you want? So, hey, you're like, prefer to trade. Why? I got good stuff at a cheap price. Just don't want to spend money on it for not to work. And you talk about it's actually working, that you've been burned before. If you send for free, this person said, or
In that conversation that you're up there, unless you can see it or not, in that conversation is when the video of, so when you send the video of the solo girl. The
Okay.
Okay.
This one starts out with board fund 1 underscore CBR. You trade vids, yeah. You say send it, then I send. You say send a bunch, then I'll send a bunch. That person says your turn to send first. You say I don't send 1 for 1, takes too much time. You're gonna send or no. If I send, you send more. They say you have any gay CP though. What does that mean?
Like gay child porn.
Yeah. And you say, yeah, if you send me more videos.
Right, but I was lying to him then. I didn't have any, just wanted him to send me one.
Okay.
Do you recall that specific conversation, or are you just saying in general?
No, that's normally how it goes.
They say, send me a video first. You say, send more than 1 at a time now. Which implies that you were sent videos.
I guess I don't recall if
Because
it
you
was
say,
that or not.
yeah, if you send more videos. Like, my interpretation is that you received some videos and now you want more.
Yeah, like I don't
But
recall.
I'm
if I
just
did
asking
that
for
or not.
clarification.
Yeah, I'm not sure in that one specific.
But what I want to get specifics about is
Yep.
then send more than 1 at a time now. That's what you say. He says, or she, whoever it is you're talking to, says, got any boys? And you say, send in more girl.
Yeah, I guess I'm not exactly like.
Which sitting on this side of it, it looks like you have links and you're sending girl. He's asking for boy and you're sending girl. Is that a fair interpretation?
So looking at that side of it, yeah.
Okay.
I think. I guess from the flip side of it, like I guess I'm not sure if anything was sent here in this one or not.
Right.
I know there's times when I've claimed to have something and I didn't. I'm trying to get something.
Okay. Talking about some exchanging links. This person says, I only do links in specific. And then you say, then send links and I'll send some links back. This person, ridden091 underscore 2KR. Are you interested in buying Hot Girl CP and Mega Link 600 gigabyte and Boy Link 350 gigabyte 4-year-old underscore 19-year-old? What age do you prefer? You say preview. They say, are you interested? You say, how do I know it plays? He says, trust me, it plays. I'm not here to fool or hurt anyone. I give you what your money's worth. The link is just $20. Can you afford it? You say too much money. My cheapest link is 10 and it has 200 videos in it. Okay. Like engaging in that conversation, like after they say.
After they say the age.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear here.
Right.
Are you interested in buying a Hot Girl CP and Mega Link 600 gigabyte and Boy Link 350 gigabyte 4-year-old underscore 19-year-old? What age do you prefer? Then you guys are talking about how to acquire it.
Right.
I mean, that's
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
like if that's not an interest to you, like a reasonable
should've-
person would expect,
Say no.
well, this conversation is done, or you just X out of it.
Right.
You continue to engage. You're asking, well, how do I know it plays? Send me a preview. No, it's too much money. It's not.
It's not no.
I don't look at. I don't want any of the children's stuff.
Right.
It's does it play and it's too much money.
Yeah.
Here's this person. I can't even say the name. It starts with SHCCID. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay.
I don't like the name. I just
Right.
see on
You say, do you trade? This person says, yes, young mega, send to receive. You send, then I send to receive. You say, I've been burned too many times by that, especially by new accounts with no profile. He says, look, man, you DM'd me. I assume he's direct messaged
Yeah.
me to, so send to receive. I'm just trying to trade. And it goes back and forth about further conversation. If you're not serious, then goodbye. There's another one. Someone says, hello, babe. You're like, howdy. What content do you want? You say, what do you got? This person says, I have throat blowjob, lesbian sisters, gay brothers, solo girl, solo boy, father and daughter, mother and daughter, father and son. Which of them you want? Lesbian sister. He says, or she says, age range, question mark. And these are from June 9th and June 10th. I mean, the chat's just, they keep on going on and on and on.
Yeah. There's
I mean, is that pretty characteristic of how it went?
I'd say so.
can you see that when the conversations are surrounding, when you talk about 4-year-olds, 19-year-olds, and you continue to engage in that conversation,
I see how that's problematic.
you see how it's our obligation to try to look into this and be like,
Right.
why is this interest level here?
Yeah. I
Like-
guess my intent wasn't to get the 4-year-old. It was more like the 19 area section.
But you know you're gonna, I mean, when it
But-
says girl
but
and
when
boy,
it's like
mega
that,
links, young mega links, and I have
Exactly.
folder 4-year-old
Right.
to 19-year-old,
odds are it's going to show on there that.
there's a 99% chance it's all gonna have
Right.
children and explicit videos or,
Yeah.
or images, correct?
Right.
I mean, that's what,
Yeah.
from the outside looking in without,
Right.
is there anything else we're missing here? I mean, we've talked about a lot of stuff. Like I said, you've been super helpful in helping us understand where this is going and what kind of the things that you're into. Is one of those interests like flat out just younger children?
No. No, I'd say the interest, like I said, is like that 18, 19 era. Obviously, you saw the ones that were sent.
Yep.
There's no denying that happened. I know it's not going to happen again.
Okay.
And I know I have big changes and
Yeah.
probably some stuff to work through to, like, it almost, sorry,
You're okay.
it almost seems like an addiction of some sort that I need.
And that very well may
I
be.
need help with.
That very well may be.
And I'm more than willing to go seek that out.
Mhm.
But I'm not. I don't harm any kids. I don't do anything like that.
Okay.
Like we said, we know where things are at.
Yep. Well, I hope you don't take offense to me asking these questions because, look, without some type of explanation, which you're
Right.
willing to provide, it leaves those questions like, well, what really are his interests? You know,
Yeah.
where is this going? Where is he coming? You know, like, what's his intention here? What is he
I guess
doing with
it's-
this stuff here?
I
But
guess,
so it's our obligation to kind of follow through on this stuff.
yeah. Like I guess like the periods of time when it stops is when I always find it's not an issue
Okay.
for me, but then it's. Yes, I don't know what reason, but it comes back, and I just.
Okay.
Like I said, it's almost like an addiction of some sort that
Mm-hmm.
like I'm more than willing to go and
Mm-hmm.
work through it with somebody and get help. But
We do a lot of these types of cases. What you're telling me here is all stuff that I've heard before. So you're not alone in that. It's
just how,
that type of thing is very real.
just how do I tell my family that?
Right. Well, one step at a time here, right? So we're trying to get all these loopholes closed here and try to get as much information as we can so I can be rest assured to these social media companies and some of these other investigators, like, nope, I mean, this content is staying here. It seems like he's seeking it out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping what you're telling me is accurate. We're not going to find anything on your devices.
I think I told Meyer,
Lucas, yeah, Mike.
Lucas, on the in Telegram, there's going to be some mega links
Okay.
in there along with the other stuff we've talked about.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't sit there. I'm not like, is this person of age? But it's as far as I know, the links on there are all going to be, I guess, legal age
Okay.
in the videos,
It's all going to be adult in those links.
as far as I know.
Okay. And what's the reason you keep those links? Because they're easily
Just easy for me to
traded.
easy for not
Or view?
trade, just easy to get to. Once I got those probably like a month or so ago.
Okay.
And the trading stopped.
Got it. Okay.
I guess that's just a lot to work through, and hopefully I can
Yeah.
get home tonight and start working on it.
Well, it's one step at a time here, right? You know, and I think this is a big first step here, right? And realizing that there is an issue here, and some of this stuff is
Yeah, there's
you're walking a fine line here, right?
yeah.
You know,
excuse my language. There's no oh shit moment like walking in and seeing,
Yeah.
and then having this. Like I said, I know it's messed up. I know it's not right.
Tell me, when you're an officer with Neenah PD and engaging in this stuff, I mean, would it feel conflicting? Yeah.
It's like I'm supposed to be this standard, yet I'm doing this horrible stuff on the back end.
I'll tell you this, Owen, like I said, I mean, I have a lot of respect for you for like, I think making this next step, you know, taking some responsibility. I mean, like a lot of people like jerk us around, right? I mean, even though we have a lot of the evidence here and everything points towards you, I appreciate the fact that you're saving us some time and saving us some work here and acknowledging that you may have an addiction, you may have a problem here. And I've been doing this a long time, and this is what I firmly believe is that you can overcome this, but there's two things, okay? It's time and distance, okay? So it's gonna take some time to get over this, right? It's not gonna happen overnight, but then distancing yourself from it as well. And the more distance that you can have from this type of activity, and the more time that expires, like you will get, things will swing your way again. I mean, this is not the end of the world. We all make mistakes, okay?
Can we work on a plan?
What's that?
Like we talk about like a plan where that doesn't involve me going into jail, so we can work through something together.
Like, what are your suggestions?
I don't know if you would like, obviously, get a Telegram, delete all the accounts, like wipe everything.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
that's some of the stuff it's gonna take.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wipe everything. Obviously, like I would still like I don't mean the pornographic pictures of like my girlfriend and I, but like pictures of us together, our daily lives and whatnot. I don't know, log into my phone once a week or whatever, and see where things are at. I think if we can come up to a plan, my biggest thing, I guess, is one, going home tonight, and two, stopping. And I know I can. I've done it for periods of time.
Okay.
And I think I just need somebody to help me, whether it's going to be you or whether it's going to be, you know, I don't know if I'll still be at Nina PD or not, but probably not. But I can face the facts. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know that Owen.
But I can, like, we have our therapist there. I can confide in her, and I can say call you weekly with updates and see where things are at, or you can talk with her, and I can give you access to my phone and monitor. Like, is that something we can?
I mean, it's definitely something we can talk about. I'm helping out Kakana PD here, and some of this stuff is outside of my control. However, I like the way that you're thinking here. Like, this is like the dead end right here. Like, you have to turn this around somewhere. You know what I mean? And that type of thought process, it has got to. Sometimes you got to like sink before you can.
Right, and this rock bottom here.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lesson learned the hard way.
But
I think
I like that thought process. I think that's a step in the right direction. Like I said, some of the things are out of my control yet, and this is nothing against you, right? I like it. I mean, I like that thought process that you're willing to turn things around. You're willing to put yourself in uncomfortable spots. You're willing to do whatever you can to try to distance yourself from this, like we talked about. I just don't want any of this hanging over your head in the meantime, because they're coming back like a week from now or 2 weeks from now and revisiting you.
Right.
We're not putting time and distance between some of this stuff.
No, I mean, I would like to get it squared away, but I would like to get it squared away and be in my bed tonight.
I understand.
You
I
know,
understand.
And
One step at a time, Owen.
I know.
One step at a time.
I know, but like, I don't. And obviously, some sort of like say like probation or whatever, if it would be at that point,
Right.
is less than ideal. Given.
And some of those decisions, though, Lucas, we don't have any control
I
over.
know.
You know what I mean? I mean, you're a smart guy, right? It's just, I think your mind is in the right spot.
Absolutely.
I think this is definitely a step in the right direction for you. Like,
I think I just need you guys to. Obviously, it's out of your control, but I need you guys to help me out here as well.
Yeah. I will do whatever I can to try to help you.
He knows he messed up. He wants to get help, wants to get better. And it's probably not the first time you heard this, but going to a jail cell, I don't think is the way to do that. I think that's just gonna change me as a person.
Right.
You know, I think.
Yeah. I don't know where this is going yet.
I know.
Because, like I said, I'm trying to buy a little bit of time here yet while we get your phone downloaded and to kind of corroborate all the things that you're telling me.
Yeah.
I want to believe you,
I know.
and I think I should believe you.
Yeah.
But for the integrity investigation, we just want to corroborate some things and make sure that everything's in place before we make any type of conclusion or decision.
I get it.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
And that's straight up man to man. I mean, that's just,
No,
I'm not pulling the wool over your eyes. I'm not
I get it.
floating
I
the
know.
line of BS to you or anything. That's just where we're at.
No, I know. Obviously, I know it's messed up and need to do better.
Anything else that we're forgetting to ask you here, Owen, that might shed some light on how we got to this point, unanswered questions?
I guess, do you have unanswered questions?
I mean, I'd have to meet with, Lucas and kind of go through it. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of information here. We have a lot of information from social media companies and just kind of corroborating everything. I mean, we're gonna explore. We have to explore some of those mega links.
Right.
I don't know what the content's gonna be in there. I don't know what's gonna come out of that. I haven't heard back from my partner with the phone extraction, like what's all on your phone or what's on your other phone. So for me, there's a lot of unanswered questions about the actual content of what's on your phone and some of your devices. Okay. I think you've done a pretty good job from your recollection of trying to remember what's on those devices. We're just looking to confirm that. Okay.
Yeah, I guess how can I want to help you guys out so you guys can help me out.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, though, I mean, we did get a lot of questions answered. I mean, I think we've established, like some of your habits here might be considered somewhat of an addiction. You're addicted to some of it.
Can you guys give me an opportunity here to try and...
What's that?
Can I get an opportunity to try and help myself out with that?
So,
I'm not...
Lucas is we're gonna step out. Lucas is gonna talk to his boss, because this is Kaukauna PD's case here. But at the minimum, though, I think we've established for sure that obviously you have an interest and you've looked at child at a very minimum, right? We've established that.
So I've looked at it, yeah.
Okay. Uploaded it, whatever, associated with your social media accounts, inquired about it, traded links with it, anything like that. Okay. We still have some avenues to explore. So those are some decisions that they're gonna have to make. Okay.
Yes.
So those types of incidences, like we've talked about, are very serious, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to explain that to anybody else to understand that that's serious stuff. Lucas is going to talk to his boss. I don't know how many other options there are, but he can definitely talk to his boss. Yeah. So with that being said, he's going to go talk to his boss. I'm going to just end this interview here.
Sure.
Do you have anything else to add here,
No,
Lucas?
I don't think so, unless you think we're missing something, but otherwise, no. This time, we are going to put handcuffs back on you, and we are going to transport you to the Oregon County Jail, where you'll be booked on 2 counts of possession of child. In the meantime, while we're getting those answers,
Anyway, avoid jail today?
I don't think so, no.
No. Is that from the start I couldn't avoid it?
Lieutenant Pierce said he'd be in that.
I wasn't a part of the interview at all, Owen, but I think
Yeah,
from the beginning, I'll maintain that, I would say there's always a chance, depending on how things shake out and how the information that's provided and how we're.
Because we didn't know all the information.
Right.
I mean, we knew a lot. Damn, I need earrings.
So I guess I'll ask right away. Are you aware of anything going on? I'm gonna take that as a no. Dude, on social media or anything?
I didn't see anything on social media, no.
Okay, all right. I'm glad, and I'll explain all of that. So, earlier this morning, our agency, along with the assistance of the Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation, kind of like their state version of that does some pretty serious investigations involving Owen. The specific investigation had to do with some inappropriate internet activity. So just knowing that, and obviously since our agency handled the investigation, the initial tip that came to our agency came from I'll just use the word like a federal entity called NACMEC and ICAC. NACMEC stands for National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and ICAC stands for Internet Crimes Against Children. There's federal policies that are in place that certain any company that's on the online, any social media, any internet communication entity has to report certain things to the government, and then those tips kind of get weeded out, minimally investigated to figure out where it's coming to, and the tip specifically came back to your address. Okay, so just before I really get into how things shook out and where everything's at, who is your internet provider at home?
Spectrum.
Spectrum, and then whose name is it in?
Oh, it might be in my ex-husband's name.
And who is that?
Craig Halls.
Craig. Do you know what email, if there's an email associated with that account?
No.
He doesn't live there.
No, he hasn't lived there for like 5 years.
Oh, Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
one doesn't live there either though.
Correct. And I can kind of go down that avenue of how
I just
everything
want to make sure that you do
shook
that.
out. And I guess, what about cell phones in the house? And I know, so we know that Owen lived at home through pretty much through summer. Is that about correct? Or when do you?
I don't remember exactly when he moved out. I don't.
It'll be 6 months for sure,
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So late summer,
I
early
would say
fall.
that's probably accurate.
Okay. When he lived with you, was he on your cell phone plan? Did you guys have separate?
Yeah, we were on the same one.
On the same one? Who was that through?
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile? And is that who you still use?
Mm-hmm.
So did he just drop off of that plan?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what kind of cell phone he had?
No.
No. Do you know if it was an Apple or an Android or a Google, or do you
I
not
would-
even?
I would assume an Apple, but I don't.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what kind of phone? If it's a different phone, do you know what type of phone you had about during that last summer? Is it the same phone that you have now?
That I have, yeah.
Do you know what kind of phone that is?
Mine is Apple.
Do you know what model?
I don't.
An easy kind of trick to do. You don't even have to take that off. So if you go into your settings,
Yeah.
so if you go into that gear, and then go to general, and at the very top it should say about.
About, yeah.
Yeah, click on that, and then it'll say your model.
12.
12 Pro, or is it
Max,
just
Pro Max.
12 Pro Max? And then I'm aware that you have another son, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Does he still live at home with you? Is he? Do you know? Is he still on the T-Mobile plan?
No, he
Does
has
he?
his own.
Do you know who he uses?
I don't know.
Do you know what kind of phone he has?
Mhm.
Do you know? And not saying you do, but just in case you do you know anything about Owen's social media use, email addresses that he has? None of that.
No, I mean, I'm sure I have his email, but I don't know anything about his stuff. No.
Okay. Anything else that we wanted to address or talk about specific?
I don't think so.
All right. So as part of our investigation, so we got a tip, like I said, we got a tip, I think, just a rough guess, I'm gonna say September, October is when our tip came in. And we do a pretty thorough investigation to try and get some specific information about who is specifically doing things. Like I said, the tip comes back to an address, and we get that information. We do our due diligence to follow through. Knowing Owen's profession, we did frankly quite a bit of extra just to really figure out what we got going on here. And all of our leads and everything that we had led us to Owen. So this morning we did a search warrant at his residence, and we did take him into custody this morning. And he was booked in the jail a few hours ago.
12/16.
So you guys knew, or?
I looked it up.
Okay. And I want to apologize, that was not our press release that went out. I wanted to reach you guys. The NPD obviously wants to do their damage control, for lack of better word for it, and wanted to get ahead of it. We were aware that they're putting out a press release. They didn't, and I knew it would be about the time that it was formally, okay. I just want to let you know, so that's why I asked you if you knew, so do you
I
mind
was
asking
hoping he
how?
was getting a bond.
Okay, so, and I can walk, do you mind me asking just how you knew, or what did, and you don't have to tell me if you,
Yeah, I don't know.
okay,
Discuss it.
yeah, no, that's fine. So that's why I just asked if you were aware of anything going on.
Yeah.
Because I just want to know what you knew or what you didn't know, and I, didn't want to waste your time if you already knew what was going on.
Where was he arrested?
So we did take him into custody this morning at work. There was a lot of talk and work with their agency to try and figure out what would be the safest way for that to happen for both us and for Owen. Just knowing that these type of incidences do have a high propensity to end violently, and knowing that he's often armed just due to his career. So, like I said, we spent a lot of time going over a lot of different ways and avenues to make this happen. And ultimately, with the assistance of the NPD, that was the decision that was made. He was, booked in on 2 counts of possession of child. The investigation's continuing. And then as far as a bond goes, so he was booked in today. Typically speaking, we usually say you'll likely see a judge the next day, especially if it's later in the day. With a case like this, with a lot of information, a lot of reports, a lot of technical information, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't see a judge until Friday. They have to have, and there's a certain timelines that they have to have, and DA's offices have to go through their avenues if it is going to be bound over for another day. I just want to let you know that there's a chance it'll be either late tomorrow afternoon. I personally think it'd be Friday afternoon, but it could potentially be tomorrow afternoon as well.
Does the judge set the bond, or is the bond set by state?
So felony charges are set by a judge or a court commissioner.
Okay.
And I don't know what, I don't like even guessing. It's always a wide range.
I don't need you to guess. I'm sure it's probably gonna be pretty steep.
I don't like to guess.
Yep.
His girlfriend is aware. We met with her also. We weren't aware of her, where she currently works. So we got her employer involved. Are you familiar with where she's employed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then made contact with her, so she's aware. It sounds like she was in call with her family, and even though I don't know what happened after we left with contact with her.
So this investigation, what you're saying, it goes back to when he was a resident at her address? I mean, I know you ain't gonna tell me nothing, but
That was the initial report that came to us. Yes, it was specifically the tip happened when he was residing with you still, which is why our agency now with him residing in
should she
Neenah.
expect a warrant served at her house then?
No, that is not our. No.
Okay.
As
I
far
mean,
as
not that she has anything to hide, but
No.
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, that's a good
does he
question.
have any electronic? Does he have any property still at your house? I'm
Just
sure he's
always.
okay.
Yeah.
No computers, phones, devices, and it's not our belief that he does. And it's not my anticipation that we would do anything. And where we're at in the investigation, we wouldn't just show up out of the blue for something like that.
So just for her own.
Yeah, no, that's a very good
100%
question.
understand that.
But no, unless something completely comes out that we weren't expecting.
Sure.
But like I said, with where we're at right now, I wouldn't anticipate anything like out of the blue, a surprise. We would likely contact you. Like I said, that can change with
Correct. Yep,
information
right,
and
yep.
things that come out.
No, totally understand that.
So I guess my last recommendation, I don't know if you guys are social media people. My recommendation is to stay off. I can't force you guys to.
Yeah, they're gonna, I know.
And you got people say anything on behind their phone
People are
and
tough when they're behind a keyboard.
and unfortunate and
Is his
there's-
name listed in the report?
Is what?
His name?
His
Oh,
name
yeah.
is listed in the press
Yeah.
release.
and it,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, the only thing I was concerned about was bond amount for him because I don't know how mentally strong he will be in a jail, especially being a cop.
He kind of
I have been to jail before, and usually cops are usually the ones who put you there. So most of the time they're really not well liked.
the jail's aware of. They were made aware prior to us going up
Okay.
of what.
I'm just concerned for his safety.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah,
That's it.
and-
You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's a concern for the jail as well.
Okay.
And
and it was a concern that we made before.
All right.
he was
I mean,
transferred there as well.
I'm sure that you're square with it. I just
yeah, no,
to
all
understand my concern. I just want to
100%
make sure that he was,
Yep.
yeah, completely
because
understand.
I'm sure he's probably
Oh, he's probably a mess.
beating himself
And-
up. So.
And also, just so you know, there was some firearms that we took for safekeeping for that specific reason. If for some reason
Okay.
you were to get out on bond,
Okay.
um,
I was just
that,
going to tell
that
her
we
we'll
wanted
just go
that we
take
wanted
them
to
now,
make
but
sure
if you guys
that
got them, that's fine.
and we have them, and in the future, and we'd have to double check with the district attorney's office, but we could see about releasing them to somebody at some point in time if
Yeah,
that's
we should.
something necessary. But let's work on that in the future if we need to.
It'll probably release to you or me.
Yeah, but initially we did take those for safekeeping, just in case he were to post bond and to make sure that everybody was safe when he was released, so. And I know we just gave you a whole bunch of information, and I apologize that we had to talk to you and about this and in this situation, and we were doing our very best to try to make contact with you before anything came out, but kind of like Detective Cole said, we didn't have control over that press release. Do you have any questions initially for us?
I don't know. I don't know what
How
these
bad is
steps.
How bad is it?
I understand that child meditation is bad all the way around, but you know
That's
what I'm saying, on a scale of 0 to 10, there's
I would respectfully,
decline to answer.
yeah. And I just say that just,
Can't tell me for trying.
no, I get it, and just out of respect for both of you, I'll let,
Okay,
I'll let that
so
just
And
be.
another part of it is he is an adult.
I mean, it's in the press release, he was terminated today,
I'm sure, to
again.
be expected.
So, and I don't know how that changes in the eyes of the public defender's office.
Do you know at all how he's doing?
All things considered, I felt like he was doing okay.
Okay.
I think he was worried about losing connections to people. But okay, I'm not gonna lie and say he's doing great.
No, correct. No, well,
Um,
nobody would be.
Correct.
I think he realizes the magnitude of kind of what's going on and what he's lost. But I think it seemed to me that he was most concerned about potentially losing connections with people. And his
That's the
image.
nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, some people are right.
So
Any questions for us? And I appreciate you coming down.
I apologize for pulling out of work, but I feel like
That's
it was
Yep.
not something that I wanted to share over the phone.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
And we also were doing our very best to make sure that we got a chance to talk to you before you saw it.
And if you have questions after you leave,
Yep.
like Barbara said, give us a call. We'll do our best to answer any questions you have.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
On December 19, 2025, Owen Walker Halls was sentenced in Outagamie County, Wisconsin. He entered a no-contest plea and was found guilty of a Class D felony of possession. A second possession charge was dismissed, but read into the record.